crime wave in Gotham. Other breaking news. Water. Wet.
Coming up, more problems for a troubled
earthquake.
Yep,
We're having an earthquake.
Breaking into homes and tickling people.
Fans quickly trashed his pantsless look on social media. Also, in other news,
The whistles go woo!
He was murdered and then set on fire while celebrating his birthday.
He's on the lean and the model.
I said, oh, Lord Jesus, it's a fire.
He thought the car was a spaceship and that the driver was an alien.
He lost his life savings, $2,600. And all he has to show for it is this stuffed banana with dreadlocks.
Welcome back to the Bernstein and Goff Show here on 670 The Score, 670thescore.com, and watch 670thescore.com. Yeah, Julie just mentioned it in her update, and it's like a twist of a knife in my back because yesterday I had an acquisition or a transaction that I wanted the Bears to make, and it was piggybacking off of the comments. We were talking to a guest, and you mentioned the wide receiver position for the Bears. They need to upgrade it, and I was like, oh, tease right there.
Wait, I got something to get to here, right?
Yeah. I was like, I got an acquisition they should make, and it's not with the damn wide receivers. It was Joe Hayden. I was going to talk about Joe Hayden. I swear to God, I was going to talk about Joe Hayden yesterday when we got wrapped up in doing the silliness that we normally do. And then the next day, I was going to say, hey, maybe the Bears can fly a 4th or 5th rounder to the Browns and say, hey, that's a corner. It's a guy who's got decent ball skills.
Is he a 3-4 style corner?
He is a man press corner. That dude can play whatever you want.
Sticky?
Technically, he is sound. And then the Browns didn't get anything for him, and they released him. Now he's going to be a Steeler. What the Browns are doing with analytics, I think, may come back to bite them in the ass because of how the cap works. They did the same thing in terms of Brock Osweiler, but they had to get rid of him, and they did get rid of him, and there was another salary cap situation that they were trying to circumvent, and then they still have to pay Joe Hayden $4 million this year.
But if he gets to the Steelers, that means the Bears passed.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, the Bears didn't want him, and he probably didn't want the Bears. He probably called championship level teams and said, "Hey, I'll jump on for this amount of money." And a lot of fans are asking why. This from Browns Wire. The easy answer is the correct one. Hayden's play wasn't worth what he was being paid for the last 2 years. It hasn't even been close. Hayden signed a 5-year, $67.5 million contract extension in 2014. Fresh off his second Pro Bowl berth in as many years, he was due $7.7 million in 2017, and his signing bonus will still cost Cleveland $3.2 million in 2018 cap room. The team saved his own salary from the books, though the Browns remain awash in cap room this year. He simply wasn't worth what the team was due to pay him, and that was a major red flag for the analytical department now in charge of the Browns front office and team strategy. Overpaying for diminished skills is the antithesis of analytics. So yes, I was going to float it out there like, 4th or 5th rounder for a guy who can make some plays on the ball. You don't have a lot at that position. Prince Amukamara came from somewhere else. Marcus Cooper came from somewhere else. These are two guys who are, if you strike gold with them, fine, but I don't think they're long-term answers at the position. Now it seems like he's going to be a Steeler. Damn it, I wish I would have gotten to it yesterday.
Move over, Sue. There is a bigger dinosaur coming to the Field Museum. This is from our website at cbschicago.com. The Field Museum announced today that Sue, the T-Rex that you know and love, is getting a makeover in celebration of the museum's 125th anniversary. What it means for a Tyrannosaur makeover, which you probably assume, cleaning, maybe restaging. In her place,
do some nails, maybe.
In her place will stand a touchable cast of the biggest dinosaur ever discovered. Thanks to a $16.5 million gift from the Kenneth C. Griffin Charitable Fund, the Field Museum is receiving a cast of a Patago Titan Maiorum.
I'm going to try to type that into Google and see what it looks like.
Patago Titan Maiorum, a giant long-necked herbivore. Put Mike Glenn in there. Hey. A giant long-necked herbivore from Argentina that's part of a group of dinosaurs called titanosaurs.
Oh.
And this is one of the largest private contributions ever made to a Chicago museum. 122 feet long from snout to tail. That is longer than 2 CTA accordion buses. End to end. Yes, that is the full brote. The dinosaur is so tall that when guests stand on the museum's second floor, they will be eye to eye with the Giant. So it's going to be in Stanley Field Hall, and visitors will be able to touch the cast and walk underneath it. So, I know
it's definitely something to go check out.
Sure, especially if your kid is in the middle of a dinosaur phase.
Mm-hmm. Every kid goes through.
And every kid has a dinosaur phase. This is yet another thing that you can do and have it be hands-on and go enjoy.
By the way, to all the people texting, I thought I did mention that Hayden had got released.
You did?
Yeah, okay. All right. A lot of people are saying that we're talking about waiver wires. All right, so this is from ProFootballTalk.com, posted by Michael David Smith. If Johnny Manziel wants to kickstart his pro football career, he may need to do it in Canada. But even in the Canadian Football League, he might not be able to find a team willing to take on his baggage. Manziel worked out last week for the Hamilton Tiger Cats, TSN reports. But the Ticats came away with thinking Manziel isn't ready for a return to pro football. The Ticats were interested enough in Manziel that new coach June Jones joined several high-level team executives in traveling to Buffalo to meet with him. But at the end of the meeting day, they agreed that they weren't going to take a chance on Manziel. They reportedly didn't think he was in good enough shape physically and didn't think he was ready to be the face of their franchise off the field. Jones has been trying to shake up things in Hamilton since becoming the head coach in the middle of the season, but he saw an attempt to hire disgraced ex-Baylor coach Art Briles blow up in his face, and it's not going to work out with Manziel either. So he wanted to add Art Briles and Johnny Manziel to this team. June? No. Go back to Hawaii. Get the old lay around the neck. The thing, the actual ornament, and enjoy yourself. Stop doing this to teams.
Yeah, their CEO, the Ticat CEO, said most of the tsunami of negativity started in the United States about Briles. I think most of the social media activity was generated out of the States, where Art Briles and Baylor is still a very, very fresh issue. I think we clearly underestimated that.
Well,
we underestimated the tsunami of negativity that was going to happen, and we made a mistake in trying to contemplate a second chance versus the impact of what had happened at Baylor. I think as the day went on, it just became very clear that despite the fact that most people in life believe in second chances, it became very clear this was just not acceptable to people. You're blaming another country's social media tsunami for your misjudgment or for you not caring enough about something like what Art Briles did?
As the day went on, by the way, too.
As the day went on.
At around 10:30, they were like, all right,
52 rapes.
This is bad.
Bad.
Are any more on there? Joel Osteen was like, hey, guys, the pressure isn't getting any less on you. To make the decisions now.
First half numbers. I'm going to give you these, and this shouldn't be too difficult for you. Okay. First half.
Well, that's a lot of pressure now.
Yeah. You're damn right it is.
I'm just saying,
All right, first half numbers, /line, 329, 448, 691, OPS of 1.139.
That was the first half of this
First half. Batting average of balls in play, 426. Weighted on base average, 466. Weighted runs created plus 197. Okay?
What was the slugging?
The slugging was 691.
Okay.
Second half numbers.
Okay.
Second half, batting 179.
Oh, I got you.
Okay, so let me just finish. Second half, 179, on base 341, slugging 352. That's an OPS of 692. Batting average of balls in play down to 257. Weighted on base average is down 164 points to 302. The weighted runs created plus is down 112 points, down to 15% below league average at 85. Is
it all rise?
This man is indeed what's left of Aaron Judge.
Yeah. There's an ESPN piece written with the headline, Yankees need Aaron Judge to be better and luckier.
Better would be good.
Right. You can't really control the luck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's had a rough go of it as of late. Hey, he's still going to get MVP votes, but yeah.
I mean,
Gary Sanchez has had to be their guy because Aaron Judge has been bad.
If you want to see what falling off the table looks like,
you wonder if he's injured or something like that, right? I mean, is there? I don't know. I haven't kept up with the Yankees on a day-to-day basis, but is there any talk of maybe an upper body injury or a wrist injury that could affect his swing that much? I mean, because I know. You know, guys get tape on you that first time around. Like, all right, this is where his These are where the holes in his swing are, but come on. We're talking about Titanic-type holes in the swing if you're talking about these numbers here.
This is something that if baseball people should watch this, and also those, especially when you're talking about the number one media market and somebody as telegenic as he was, who was literally breaking StatCast to the point where it couldn't measure some of his home runs. He was hitting them where the cameras couldn't operate properly, and it's an amazing story. Seems like a terrific guy, but he's been horrible.
Dan, is it a stupid question to ask how his first half BABIP can be so high if he hit so many homers?
No, it's not, because it would probably be in line drive percentage. Wow.
Just saying.
You just kill him.
I love him.
His line drive percentage, it's funny you bring that up. Ground ball, fly ball has been drastically different. He was 1.01 first half, 0.62 second half. So it looks like you've got but his fly ball rate first half was 37.5. His fly ball rate in the second half is 48.1.
You nerds take this outside.
You know what I would need? Seriously, I would need launch angle and exit velo data, right?
Well, I'm sure somebody will get that for you. All right, finally for me, Dan Bernstein. This is a great time of year because Madden released last week and NBA 2K18 is around the corner. I believe September 25th is the release date for that. And they have released their ratings for the top 10 players at each position. Point guard, of course, Russell Westbrook is first. Steph Curry, Chris Paul, Kyrie Irving, John Wall are the top 5. Isaiah Thomas, Damian Lillard, Kyle Lowry, Mike Conley, Kemba Walker. Shooting guards with a rating of 95. James Harden is the number 1 shooting guard. The number 2 shooting guard on NBA 2K18 is...
Is it Jimmy Buckets?
It is Jimmy Butler, 90.
What about thanks?
Tied with Klay Thompson at 90 as well.
I only guessed because of the way you relished bringing that up.
Superstar Jimmy is out there living his best life with his new braids and his new fashion sense. And Tom Thibodeau just grinding him into dust. Yeah, Klay Thompson is third. DeMar DeRozan. Bradley Beal with an 87 rating is fifth. CJ McCollum, Devin Booker, my guy, D-Book, got to be higher than that in my estimation. Avery Bradley, 8th. Dwayne Wade, 9th with an 82 rating. Chris Middleton. But this is the thing, Chris Middleton. Yeah. The shooting guard position is like, remember for years, second base was that position where you're like, all right, there's like 3 good players and then the rest are trash. The shooting guard position, that wing position, that designation has become like the meat position in the NBA right now, where you go high as far as Harden, Butler, Thompson.
Well, offenses have changed.
Yeah. Wing players are different in different places.
It was like running backs for a while. That was the glory position because of isolation basketball and baseline chases, single double, floppy actions, all the Rip Hamilton plays. Every team had that guy, and Dominique, and even like your second tier guys were Jeff Malone,
still getting buckets at 18, 19, 20 points a game.
Guys that came off screens and made shots.
Small forwards, of course, LeBron has the highest rating at 97, Kevin Durant at 96, Kawhi Leonard at 95, PG Paul George at 91. I think the Oklahoma City Thunder might be one of the top 3 teams in the West this year. Giannis, my guy, the Greek Freak, who will be the best player in the NBA in now 2 years, is right there at 91. Eric Gordon Hayward is 6. Andrew Wiggins, Carmelo Anthony, Harrison Barnes, Danilo Gallinari. And, of course, the power forwards are all bad. The fact that Zach Randolph is still on this list lets you know where power forwards are at. And centers, DeMarcus Cousins, Karl Anthony Towns, Marc Gasol, and my guy, Nikola Jokic, coming in strong in the 4th position. So, yeah, for all you 2K18 people out there, the ratings are out. You can play Madden for about a month or so before you put it down and get some basketball in your life.
That is in other news.